Is it okay to come on a woman's face? Hey guys, I'm Stephanie Ganowski, sexologist and sex coach for men, and in this video, we are talking about doing the dirty on her face. I get this question so often. Is it okay to come on her face? It really depends on the woman. There are women who absolutely love it, majority of the time. There are women who need, within a certain context, they really want it. There are also women who are like, not really a huge fan, but I'll let you do it for your birthday. And then there's the woman who's like, no, never. Then there's also the woman who's like, I've never gone there and I don't think I ever want to go there. Or I've never gone there and I'm never going there. So it varies. And the thing I also find interesting is that guys believe there's no way she can get turned on to this. There's no way she can actually like it. Right? Like, she's definitely doing it for me at the end of the day. There's nothing in it for her. It's kind of gross. I feel bad. And you use this terminology based on how you perceive it. It's not true. It's how you perceive it, right? So you want to make sure that if you're asking your woman if you can come on her face, and it's the first time, like it's never happened, you never talked to her about this, you never asked it, you're not sure what she'll think, don't go into it saying, hey, I know this is a horrible question and this is really gross. I hate to ask this. I'm sorry, I want this. No sorries. Don't apologize. Don't act like it's a bad thing because it's not. If you're coming across that way, you're gonna make her question it if she's not even questioning it. Maybe she would be down to do it, but because you start the conversation with, I'm really sorry I have to ask you this, or I'm sorry I want this, don't do that. There's no need, because that's your own judgment. The act of coming on her face is just simply that. It's just coming on her face. So see how the way you initiate conversations about things you're unsure about because you feel awkward or you feel shame around it. I encourage you to work on that. If there's something you're uncomfortable with and you want your partner to play a part in it and you want to have a conversation, try your best to go in confidently. Try your best to be like, hey, I really have been thinking about this a lot, and I was hoping you could play a part in it. What are your thoughts? And just cut it there. What are your thoughts? Then you wait for a reaction and a response. And if the response is, oh man, that's kind of weird to me, that makes me uncomfortable, not sure about that, then you read her and you say something like, all right, like any way we can meet in the middle with it? Like, how about this? Would you be comfortable with this? It's meeting in the middle somewhere. This is very subjective. There are women, like I said, who truly, truly enjoy it, because sometimes when you're really turned on, I mean, almost every time when you're really turned on, your disgust response goes down. So as long as she's turned on and you've had play before this, like a lot of foreplay, and making her feel sexy and her being in her sexy zone and you guys having a lot of touch and connection, then by the time you ejaculate, she will be much more likely to enjoy things like that, because disgust response goes down, she's feeling extra connected with you, she's feeling special, she's feeling really sexy, maybe she's feeling dirty or erotic, and she's in that space to want that. Even women who aren't like right away super into it, those who get really built up on an arousal level are more likely to want it as long as they're built up. But there are also women who, no matter how aroused they are, they don't want it. And that's totally fine. Everybody is different, right? And sometimes you just can't get your partner to sway their decision, and you shouldn't, right? You shouldn't have to make them. They should want to get to that point. But I do still believe it's important for you to share with your partner what you'd be interested in and ask if they'd be willing to do it. Because you want to at least share about yourself, put out the ask, and then your partner knows. So maybe in the future, if they're like okay with it and you guys are in a really good place, it's likely to happen. If your partner is not comfortable with that thing, try to meet in the middle. Don't let the no mean that there's something wrong with your ejaculate. Don't make it personal. Make it about, okay, this person's uncomfortable about this act. Maybe we could talk a little bit about it, or maybe we're talked out and it's just something that they're red light, you know, not gonna happen ever. There are plenty of other things to do and try. I hope this video was helpful. I will see you in the next one.